You ever wonder why some men just seem to command respect the second they walk into a room? It's not about who's the loudest, flashiest, or most intimidating. It's the guys who radiate calm confidence, men who look like they've got something the rest of us haven't figured out yet. Meanwhile, there are always those trying to impress everyone with flashy stories or desperate energy, but nobody really cares or respects them. There's a reason for that, and it all comes down to 5 tips every man should know. Master these, and you don't just survive, you get ahead. Today, I'll share 5 essential skills every man must master to truly thrive in life. If you're all about leveling up, hit that subscribe button now and smash the bell so you never miss a life-changing insight from the Growth Mindset Project. Now let's cut through the noise and talk about what really matters. If you're tired of feeling lost, overlooked, or like you're running in circles, listen up. Most men today are missing the fundamental skills that separate boys from men and leaders from followers. This isn't about impressing people. It's about building yourself into someone who stands strong when it matters most. Let's get into these 5 tips every man should know. First up, sexual discipline. This isn't talked about enough, but it could change your life more than almost anything. Too many men are stuck in the same loop, wasting their energy chasing empty pleasures, scrolling endlessly for distractions, burning through their time and focus on things that add nothing to their future. Every swipe, every meaningless pursuit pulls you further from your purpose. Here's the truth nobody teaches. Real strength isn't in chasing after every distraction. It's in controlling your urges and turning that energy into building something meaningful. When you master your desires, you stop chasing and start attracting. You move with purpose, not desperation. See, the men who burn out chasing superficial pleasure never find satisfaction. It's an addiction, not freedom. Meaningless hookup culture isn't making anyone stronger. It's leaving people feeling empty and relationships pointless. But a disciplined man chooses wisely who he gives his time and himself to. He waits for real connection. When that moment comes, he doesn't just take, he listens, he pays attention, and he makes sure intimacy isn't about conquest. It's about communication and understanding. That's the difference between a boy and a man. Not how many notches on the bedpost, but how you treat the one you're with. If you can channel your desire, you become a man who creates, not a man who loses himself in the chase. That's tip 1. Master sexual discipline. The second tip every man should know is emotional control. This is your foundation. Life will throw chaos your way. Things will go wrong. People will disappoint you. If your first reaction is to explode, break down, or retreat, you lose control, and with it, respect. The world doesn't need more men who are slaves to anger, fear, or anxiety. Real power is staying calm when things heat up. When you keep a level head, others follow. That's true dominance. Be the rock in the storm. The man who holds steady has nothing to prove. He lets his presence do the work. Emotional control turns obstacles into learning experiences and chaos into opportunities. If you're absorbing these lessons, hit that like button right now and drop a comment below with which of these skills you want to start mastering first. Your insights make this community stronger and help more men grow. Moving forward, let's talk about communication. Another key tip every man should know if he wants real influence. Your words carry weight. If you mumble, over-explain, or apologize for every opinion, you send a message. I'm not confident in myself. But when you learn to speak clearly and with intent, people automatically show you more respect. Don't talk to fill space. Talk to make an impact. When you speak, let every sentence matter. You don't have to shout or dominate the room. The real power is when people listen up even when you whisper. Choose your words carefully. Slow down before you answer. Only say what matters, and say it with purpose. The man with strong communication skills commands rooms and builds trust. Remember, it's not about talking the most. It's about being heard and respected. On to the 4th essential tip every man should know: discipline. This is the engine that drives all your progress. Motivation burns out. Discipline sticks around. When the days are tough, when you're tired, unmotivated, or everyone else is giving up, that's when true discipline sets you apart. It's the ability to keep going when there's no crowd, no applause, and no instant results. Waking up early, sticking to your goals, resisting distractions, these habits build you into a man who wins over and over. Most men quit when things get hard. A disciplined man keeps going until he's unstoppable. It may look boring on the outside, but rock-solid discipline frees you from regret and unlocks consistent growth. Every time you want to quit, remind yourself, discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about building the freedom to become who you really want to be. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any more insight from the Growth Mindset Project. And keep those comments coming. Your feedback shapes every new video. All right, let's dive into the fifth and final tip every man should know: self-respect. Without this, nothing else stands. If you keep breaking your promises to yourself, tolerating disrespect, or lowering your standards for anyone, you'll never be respected by others. It starts from within. A man of self-respect enforces boundaries. He says no to situations and people that don't align with his values. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't let anyone dictate his worth. That strength is visible to everyone. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. People automatically recognize it. Self-respect makes you the man who sets the tone, not the one who's always seeking to fit in or please everyone. When you stand for something, people may not always agree, but they'll know you're not to be trifled with. Self-respect doesn't mean arrogance. It means authenticity. It allows you to move through the world on your own terms. You don't need the world's approval, because your approval comes first. That inner confidence, unshakable and calm, is the mark of a man who's truly in control. So here's the truth you won't hear everywhere. These 5 tips every man should know are the core of all personal power. Control your desires. Master your emotions. Command with your words. Show up every day with discipline. And never, ever sell your self-respect. When you build these into your daily life, you transform not only how the world sees you, but how you see yourself. You won't be the loudest guy in the room, but you'll be the one everyone feels the need to watch. Want more lessons to sharpen your mindset and become unstoppable? Check out our other videos right here on the Growth Mindset Project. And don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss what's coming next.